Hey everybody, welcome back to Champion Sons and our NCAA Baseball 21 series where we are continuing our drive to build the Longhorns into a national powerhouse. Now we have advanced on about a month into the season, give or take. We have, outside of the previous episode, we actually have simulated pretty much everything that we have going on right now. Um, what we have seen is some good performance. Our offense, I think, has been firing on pretty good cylinders for the most part. Our pitching performances could be better. So right now, if we were to look at the standings today, we are going to be a little bit behind Baylor, which happens to be the team we are playing today. Now they have Brian Arnett, who's 4-0 with a 1.1 WHIP and a 1.8 ERA. So he's definitely going to be a tough pitcher to face. Um, we have been putting in some more of our veteran guys that have been with us last season, some more of our juniors and seniors to really kind of get our season going. Like I said, the Baylor is the number one right now in the conference, and we are trailing behind them. So we've been putting in some of our older guys to kind of get back into this race, essentially, because we don't want to miss out on any type of postseason action in the College World Series again, especially being the defending champions. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. And you'll see our lineup right now has Marlon Sweet is leading off. He is playing shortstop today, and he's been swinging a pretty decent bat. And if you look right there, got really good contact. It's just he happened to hit it right to a guy. Now, with their pitcher that they have, that tends to be kind of the way things are going and how he plays as he gets easy, quicker outs. And looking at us with a 247 batting average this season, we're not what we were last year, last season, so we definitely have room to improve. A lot of that does involve having some of our younger guys up batting a little bit more often, which has definitely played a role, but we're trying to get back into it, get back on top, and see if we can't continue to really work on dominating the college baseball world. Now here goes Luis Padilla. He did bat fifth in the lineup last year, but now he's batting second. He does give us a pretty consistent bat for the most part. And if you see right there, he gets that little blooper to drop into the outfield to actually give us the first hit of the ball game here in the top of the first inning. Now, Arnett, their pitcher, like I said, he gets a lot of ground outs and a lot of, not so much strikeouts, but a lot of ground outs and a lot of pop outs. So that's something we're going to have to be careful of because, as you saw with Sweet, even with good contact, a lot of times he gets you to hit it right to somebody. So we're going to try to avoid that, especially with a man on. Now, Drew Crane is continuing his reign at the top of our lineup as possibly our best hitter right now. And that makes him a pretty difficult out for the opposing team. They do try to pitch around him a lot of the times, but definitely when you start getting into a 2-0 count, 3-0, you can't really pitch around him too much knowing who you have coming up behind him. And that's a big problem here for Arnett as he does have Crane at a 3-0 count. And he's going to go ahead and deliver that pitch. Now, Crane does get a deep drive to right center field. It's just not going to be anywhere nearly far enough as that one falls easily into the right fielder's hands for the second out of the top half of the first. So getting this game underway, we do have the first hit here by Luis Padilla. Other than that, Sweet has grounded out, Crane flew out, and here comes Harvey Hayes, who was our hero in the last episode with his 2 home runs. See if he can't repeat that act in this game as well. So the first pitch to him will be low for a ball as we get set up here with a 1-0 count and Padilla on first. The second pitch, Hayes gets a good drive to right field. It would fall foul, but he got too much air up underneath and it just floated. And so their right fielder does come under that and get the third out of this at bat for the Longhorns. So that will move us now to the bottom of the first. We were fortunate enough to get the one hit so we can start maybe trying to chip away at Arnett and get into their relievers. Now for us, we have Alfonso Perez who's going to be starting. He has 7 starts on the day with his record's only 3-4 and his ERA is a 4.03, 16 walks to 32 strikeouts. And I think that's where you've seen a lot of the issues the walk to strikeout ratio or strikeout to walk ratio, however you want to phrase it, it really isn't all that good. So we're definitely going to have to be a lot better on the mound with him than we have been basically in his previous 7 starts. Now we are second, so trailing, but not by that much. A win here would be a big one for us. We are 1-1 in this series, and so this is going to be the rubber match and can really help push us to that first place spot over the Bears if we can grab this one from them here in Waco. So now 0-2 and count, an 0-2 count to their leadoff hitter, as Perez is going to deliver. That one's going to be fouled off once again. And that's something we have to watch out for. These constant fouls they hit, it wears into our pitch count and really can tire us out. So the 0-2 delivery once again is going to be fouled off once again. And these are good pitches. We are hitting the corners like we need, and we're hitting the edges, so we're not right over the middle. But it's just not good enough right now. And that one is going to be that off-speed pitch down low and away. It's still inside the zone, but that is going to get him to chase. You set him up with those fastballs, hit him with that off-speed down and away. There was just no way he was going to be able to come up with that one. Beautiful pitch by Perez as he gets the first out of this inning. So now coming up to the plate is going to be the second in the lineup for the Baylor Bears. And he's going to go ahead and get a foul on that high fastball. And that is going to be Emilio Rodriguez, sporting a .237 average with 5 home runs and 15 RBIs, along with a .688 OPS. And so Rodriguez stands in with an 0-1 count. Perez delivers a swing and a miss on that nasty slider. Rodriguez looks like he didn't know what was about to happen to him as he put an ugly swing on that one, bringing the count to 0-2 as Perez delivers, and that's going to be another swing. Rodriguez was out on his toes the whole at bat, and there was nothing he could do to catch up. And that is a big strikeout here for Perez, who gets the second out of the bottom half of the first inning. And if we can get through this lineup this efficiently without having many problems or allowing too many hits, that'll definitely be a good sign for us getting on into the later innings. And so that next pitch to the third batter is going to be a strike on the inside area. Alexi Gonzalez, .246 average with 8 home runs and 19 RBIs. He definitely has some power, so we will have to be careful with him. And now the 0-1 count, and the delivery comes home with it. Swing and a foul off on the fastball that did come low in the zone. It may have been slightly out, but Gonzalez did get just enough of it to send it into the right field foul area. And the very next pitch is going to be fouled behind the plate, a slider down low. That was a great pitch to see. Kind of got him off his toes a little bit. Came around pretty early on that one. So the 0-2 delivery from Perez, and that's going to be a high pop-up to center field. Hayes should be able to get under that one relatively easily. Now the wind is blowing in from center field, so any hit that goes out that way, especially a pop-up, it just catches that wind and just seems to float up in the air for quite a while before it drops down without having any distance on it whatsoever. So the game is tied after 1, and we're going to advance here to the top of the 4th inning as we have Drew Crane coming to the plate with no outs here and facing Bill Arnett. And that first pitch is going to be a ball low and away, trying to get that outside corner, and almost edged it out. I think he came a lot closer than what that diagram showed, but still, it was a ball. And that time, Crane's going to get a good hold of it, but he lines it right to the second baseman. That cutter was in about perfect position, cutting away from Crane. He was still able to get good contact on it, just downside and went right to the second baseman. So the next man up, Harvey Hayes, coming up batting cleanup for the Longhorns. And that first pitch is going to be down and away for a ball. Count 1-0 to Hayes here in the top of the 4th inning with 1 out as we continue to try to get a little bit of an edge here on Baylor in Waco. And that next pitch will be outside for a ball. So 2-0 to Hayes is how it's sitting right now. Arnett needing to get something over the plate. You do not want to fall too far behind him because we can do some serious damage, and Hayes is going to give that one a cut. That was a good pitch, fastball, and swing. The pitch was just a little bit better being up in the zone. It causes Hayes to hit a pop-out, easy little pop-out in the foul territory, caught by the catcher, and that will be out number 2 here in the top half of the 4th inning. So now is going to come up Michael Naveau, our second baseman, stepping into to get his chance at bat here in the 4th inning with 2 outs. That first pitch is going to be a fastball right down the middle, almost. Novoa just couldn't come around on it in time and does foul it off behind the plate. So 0-1 count to Novoa as he's going to swing at that second pitch. That's going to be a down low curveball, probably almost on the out of the zone, just barely in, but it will be a swing and a miss. 0-2 delivery. Novoa's going to hit another high pop-up, and that one's going to be to center field, and it's not going to drop on the grass. It will drop in their glove. That will be out number 3 here in the top half of the 4th inning. As you can see, Baylor was still hitless. We still maintained our 1 hit here in this game. Now, Perez is still on the mound for the Longhorns, having a pretty decent day. He's at about a 40-pitch count total right now here coming into the bottom of the 4th inning. So, yeah, we would like to see it better, but we'll take what we can get. And having those little flyouts there on the second pitch as he flies out to Drew Crane there in left field. And that's going to really help out Perez in making sure we're able to maintain him for the later innings. Now comes up Emilio Rodriguez, who's 1 for 8 in the series. So this has been a struggle for him. And I definitely can say our pitching staff has done the best that they can in getting us into this position. That first pitch would be a swing and a miss. That second one is going to be a slider down and away, but it will be fouled off. And the count is now 0-2 to Rodriguez. So Perez comes home with the pitch. And a swing and another foul on that fastball high over the middle of the zone, just a little bit up higher in the strikeout area, and it would be fouled off. Now the 0-2 delivery once again. That's going to catch the corner. Strike 3. Caught looking. Rodriguez couldn't even take the bat off the shoulder. Out number 2 here in this inning. Alfonso Perez pitching beautifully, hitting those corners as he gets that strikeout to bring out number 2 in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Now Rodriguez comes to the plate and, lets that first pitch go by for a strike over the zone. 0-1 is the count. Perez delivers. That next pitch will be down low, off-speed changeup, coming in for a ball that'll even everything up at 1-1. So now the 1-1 delivery, and that's going to be a deep drive, left center field. Hayes is on his horse, chasing it down. Harvey Hayes makes the catch. Out number 3, and that's a big save right there for that Longhorn defense. Coming through, helping keep Alfonso Perez's sheet clean. Big time play by our defense. Gotta love to see a teammate do something like that for you. And speaking of Hayes, we're going to catch up with him here in the top of the seventh inning as he comes to the plate to lead us off. And that first pitch by Arnett will be bounced right at the plate, but bounced into the catcher for a ball. 1-0 is the count. And the next pitch inside with that fastball as Hayes just stands there. 92 miles an hour. Pretty brave soul to just stand there without moving. So 2-0. Here comes the delivery from Arnett. Hayes is going to get a good hold of that one. Deep right field. And not nearly as deep as I thought as he flies out to the right field. But pretty easily. Looked like it had a chance. Just was not meant to be. As he doesn't even get to the warning track. It actually falls well short. So now Michael Novoa is going to come up here in the 7th inning after Hayes flies out, and he'll get his turn to swing the bat. And as he wants to swing so badly, he swings at that first pitch way outside of the zone, a high fastball. But the count is 0-1 now. Now Arnett comes up with another high fastball, trying to bring a little bit of that chin music, and Novoa don't care. Ball is a ball, and the count is even at 1-1. Now Arnett delivers the next pitch. That's going to be on the outside zone, but he got the call for the strike. That's a home field call right there. Count is now 1-2 after that mistake by the umpire. And the 1-2 delivery, Novoa is going to come around, not get very good wood on it, ground out to short, as that'll be the second out of the inning here in the top half of the 7th. Score is still 0-0. No one's really made any headway. All right, hits have been very limited in this game. And so it's going to come down to who can take advantage and just probably get 2 hits lined up back-to-back. And speaking of 2 hits, Andres Cairo takes a swing at the first one and grounds out to second. But he got pulled off the bag. A bad throw from the second baseman will pull the first baseman off. So Cairo will be safe over there at first. Oh, wow, what an opportunity. Baylor could have gotten out of the inning, but he just made a really poor throw. And Cairo got on to first easily after that error. So now here comes our next batter to try to finish this one off and bring home Cairo. As we're going to let that first pitch come high and inside. That is going to be Marcus Lopez. He does have one hit already on the day, as he is 1-for-2 on the afternoon. Now Lopez has a 1-0 count. And the next one is going to be coming in down low on a cut fastball. That's going to be 2-0 now here to Lopez, as Cairo does stand on first. The downside of the Cairo being on first, though, is he doesn't have a whole lot of speed. So we're going to have to get a big hit to get him around them bases. Very next pitch, Lopez, speaking of big hits, drives a line fit drive into the center field, and that one will fall in. Takes a 2-0 and drives that one right out to center field. Marcus Lopez, 2 for 3 on the day now, as we have Cairo in scoring position at this time. So Dante Pollard, 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th. Pollard's going to come up and try to see if he can't bring home Cairo. That first pitch will be a fastball on the outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. And so Arnett still on the mound, 74 pitches in total. His arm's got to be getting tired. That looks like he might be losing a little bit of the control as that fastball comes inside, and the count is now 2-0 to Pollard here with 2 outs in the 7th inning. Next pitch will hit the corner. That is going to be a fastball down low and inside, but within the zone, as that one is called a strike. The count is 2-1 now as Arnett comes home with the next pitch. Down low on the curveball, 3-1 is the count. Greg Baker is going to be stepping up after this, so you're going to want to be careful about that and get out of this inning if you can. Baker does have some power. Now the 3-1 pitch, and that next one's going to be a ball as Pollard will walk, and here comes Baker. Bases are loaded. 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th. Greg Baker, our first baseman, coming to the plate as that pitch looks to be on the... It really could have gone either way. I'm not sure it was as close as that showed, but hey, that is what it is. And so now the bases are loaded. So Greg Baker stands in against Arnett. The first pitch to him is going to be down low and away on a cutter. Trying to get an easy ground ball out of a pitch like that. As that first one, though, is going to be called for a ball, and 1-0 is the count. So Arnett delivers the next one, and that's going to be down low and away for a ball again. So we're looking at a 2-0 count here to Baker. Will Arnett trying to get out of this inning? And this is a big one here in the 7th inning. Any run can win the game for us. Now Baker, 2-0, swings and drives that one to left field, but it's not going to land fair. Oh, that one could have been a 2-run shot right there, but he pulls it too far foul. 2-1 is now the count to Baker as Arnett gets set. Bases loaded here, 2 outs. The delivery, Baker's going to swing at that. It's a high pop-up. Can of corn to the catcher. And Arnett, give the man credit, pitched out of this inning. That was an impressive display on the mound right there. He got in trouble, but at no point did he ever let go of what he could do. And so after that debacle at the plate by the Longhorns, the Baylor Bears will come up, and Steve Maldonado will be leading them off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Now, we still have Alfonso Perez on the mound, just like they had Arnett. Both of these guys, Arnett's arm had to gotten tired, and Perez is on that border where he's starting to get tired, so we need to work on getting these outs quick. So Maldonado fouled off that pitch. The count is now 0-2 to Maldonado as Perez comes home with the next one. And he's going to hit a big fly to right field. That is going to fall foul, but Pollard chasing it, just unable to get to it. Count will remain at 0-2. And here comes Perez with the delivery. That's going to be a little grounder to shortstop. Can Sweet get a hold of it? Fires it over to Baker, and that one was accurate enough. Out number 1 here in the 7th inning. And that will lead to Emilio Rodriguez coming to the plate, who is 0-for-2 on the afternoon. He has struggled quite a bit as he does have the 2 strikeouts. Perez trying to get the hat trick now to get the 3rd one. Fires home the first pitch, and that's going to be down low off speed for a ball as the count is 1-0. And here comes the next one from Perez. That's going to be a shot over into right field. Not able to get the hat trick. Pollard throws that one in, and Baylor's got a man on first. That is not what you like to see happen. Left it over the plate too much. A slider on the inside came over too much, and he takes full advantage of that mistake and drives it to right field. And so now we've got to take a look at what our bullpen has going on. All of these guys right here are tired. I've sent some other guys for development. I haven't been playing them too much because they're not really where I need them to be. Downside is all my relievers are exhausted. So I'm going to have to probably make some changes there, but we'll kind of see how that plays out. Now, leaving Perez in, because we didn't have anybody warming up, failure on my part. And the first pitch he's going to get over to Rodriguez is going to be in for a strike, but the second one he follows up with is a ball. Now, there's only one out here in the bottom of the seventh. We can still try to get a double play here to edge this inning out. And it looks like Baylor wants to have something working on the base path as we have a 1-2 count. And we come with the quick throw, and that one just misses the zone. That's going to be a ball, evening things up at 2-2 as Perez delivers. A little bouncer between first and second base. We're going to fire it over to third. Can we get him? No, because Pollard's throw is way offline. As Baylor now has a man on first and third. Alfonso Perez, his arm is exhausted, but we need him to finish this inning as that first pitch comes in for a strike right over the outside edge of the plate. 0-1 is the count. The next one is fouled off, and that's going to bring the count to 0-2 as we are facing off against Sergio Valenzuela. And the 0-2 delivers. Good swing and a miss. Strikeout. Alfonso Perez sends him home walking. And wait a second. That was a second out. I thought that was a third out. All right. Do it one more again. Alfonso Perez, man, against Jorge Manuel, who's batting .217 with runners in scoring position. So you kind of have to be careful of this kid. Perez trying to eat those corners, misses on the second one, nailed it the first time, so 1-1 is the count. And Perez throws it outside low and away on that changeup, and that's going to be called a ball as the count is now 2-1. And that next pitch is going to be down low but in the zone on the slider. The count is even up, 2-2 apiece, 2 outs here, bottom of the seventh inning. Man on first and third, swing and a miss! Manuel strikes out. Alfonso Perez sends him packing. That is how you finish an inning. Get out of trouble. Great pitching display by Arnett and Perez here in the seventh inning. Both guys getting out of tough situations. And so now we are going to advance on up here to the top half of the ninth inning now. We are still tied 0-0. 5 hits for the Longhorns, 4 hits for Waco. And we're going to start getting some guys warming up here in our bullpen. I got Randy Emerson going. If we can get a run, great. He'll be our closer. But if not, he's still got the most energy out of everybody. Maybe we can squeeze out 2 innings out of him. We'll see. Now, Novoa is going to be at the plate for us right now. The first pitch was fouled off. That second one comes in for a ball on the outside edge. And now this is Baylor's reliever, Betts, who his accuracy is a little waning, and his energy is kind of like our energy for our relievers. It's down low. So maybe we can get him to make a mistake and take advantage of that. Now, Novoa stands in. 3-1 is the count. Andres Cairo is going to be coming up next, who's having a little bit more of a rough season at the plate, batting just about 148. So maybe not too big of a threat. Not really someone you should be too worried about pitching around. But payoff pitch either way. 3-2 to Novoa, and that one's going to come in for a ball. Whoo, thought that was a strikeout. Novoa holds off, thankfully, and that one will get him on first as he will reach. Leading off the top half of the ninth inning, our leadoff hitter is on first. Now, Andres Cairo is going to come to the plate next here, trying to get this run around. As Cairo swings at that first pitch, which was a slider cutting across the plate to the outside zone, as that one is 0-1 now how we stand. Cairo stands in and watches that second pitch go. Holds off. That's a tough pitch to do as it was right on the outside, evening the count to 1-1 apiece. And the 1-1 delivery is going to be fouled off, bringing the count to 1-2. And that is not how you want to do it when you get your leadoff hitter. You need to get him into scoring position. So the next pitch is going to be a slider away. That was something we bid on quite a bit last year. But this year we've gotten pretty decent at holding off. So big time improvement by our hitting, I will say that. Next one is a slider outside. We got ourselves to a full count now. And here comes the payoff pitch. And Cairo's going to foul that one off. Was really fooled by the speed on that one. Expected fastball and off-speed sliders what came. So still the count remains full as we have a payoff pitch again. Down low, and he's going to walk his second batter in a row. What is going on here? Longhorns have got two guys on, one in scoring position thanks to a couple walks. And Marcus Lopez, who's 2 for 3 on the day, is going to come to the plate with a chance to be a hero. He's our designated hitter right now, but he could seal up that spot of the deep drive, left field, and it's going to be just foul. Oh, my goodness. That was hitting foul, and in fact, he was caught for an out. So now Marcus Lopez out. 1 out here, top of the ninth, 2 men on. Pollard grounds it over to third base, and they're going to try to turn 2. First pitch throws offline, and the second one was late. That error has really messed with Baylor. These bases are now loaded with 1 out. Greg Baker comes up to try to not repeat what he did in the 7th. As another big-time mistake in fielding can have disastrous results for the Baylor Bears here. As we have Naveau on third, Cairo on second, Dante Pollard over there on first with 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. And the count to Baker's now 1-0 as Betts comes home with that pitch, and that's going to be down low once again for a ball. It seems like the exhaustion of these pitchers is starting to get to them, and their accuracy is seriously waning. So 2-0 to Baker. He's going to foul that one off as he got a piece of it, just not enough on that fastball down low. As the count is now 2-1. As Baker stands in, Betts delivers. Woo, down low once again. 3-1 is the count now. 3-1 to Baker. Here in the top of the 9th, bases loaded. And here comes Betts, and Baker hits a deep drive to left field. Line drive, that's going to be caught, but we're sending the man home. And we send somebody to third. Oh, no, but the run does cross. The run does cross before the out. We have got the run we needed. That was impressive. Thankfully, Cairo was so slow that when he made the mistake of running to get to third, he got there too late. Now, 1-0, 1-0 is the score right now, so we do bring Randy Emerson in, who has 13 saves and 14 opportunities with a 1-0 win record. And so he was our closer last season. He's done excellent for us. He's someone I think we can truly depend on in really almost any game situation. So especially with a 1-0 lead here in Waco, going to be facing the top of the Baylor lineup. First up is Emilio Rodriguez. This is where we need to be. Now Emerson delivers that one. That's going to be fouled off by Rodriguez. A fastball coming in at about 96. Emerson is throwing some dang heat, I tell you what. Now Emerson delivers that next one. Another 96-mile-an-hour fastball inside, unable to catch up with it. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for 0-2. And that third one is going to be another fastball down low, but in the zone for strikeout number 1 by Emerson. What a day to get started for him. Now looking at Alfonso Perez, another fantastic outing by Longhorn pitchers. Perez got 7 innings, only gave up 2 hits with 9 strikeouts on an 80-pitch count total. That's the way you want to start a game for us. Now the next batter comes up. Deep drive, left field, Crane going under it. Is he going to be able to play it off the wall? He does! He makes the catch at the wall. Out number 2. Ooh-wee. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Drew Crane makes a play. That ball was just a couple feet short from tying this one up. Fantastic hit by the Baylor. You got to give that young kid all the credit in the world. He just could not get enough on it, and that will be a pop-up to Crane for out number 2. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th as Emerson trying to just mow through this Baylor Bear lineup as he's facing Sergio Valenzuela, who's 0 for 3 on the afternoon as we try to make him 0 for 4 and take this 1-run lead to the end of the game. Valenzuela fly ball, right center field, Pollard underneath it. Pollard makes the catch. Longhorns win. Take this one home. Rubber matches ours. 2 out of 3 in this series. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Gotta love playing these close games like that. Sure, you'd prefer 9-8 instead of 1-0 just because that's a little bit more exciting. But then again, if you love a pitching duel, that is what we came for today, and that is what we got as we claim the 1-0 victory over the Baylor Bears here in Waco. Fantastic finish to this series. And that really helps us out when it comes to the final ratings or rankings. as we get closer to the season, being able to win more of these games against these division opponents. That's really big for us. Emerson, great job closing. Alfonso Perez getting the start, 7 innings. Couldn't have done it without him. And Eric Blair comes in relief to take the win. So, with that in mind, as we get ready to continue the rest of the season, I do want to remind you all to hit the subscribe button if you have not already, and definitely hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy today's video, as it really does help out our channel, and we definitely greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. So, we're going to simulate on through another about month of the season, and I'll catch up with y'all in the next episode, where I'm not sure who will be playing or where we will be playing at. So, until then, everybody. Stay safe, and well, you guys know how it goes by now. Later, y'all.